Good morning. Good morning. How is everyone doing?
How's it going?
Not too bad. How you doing, Myron?
Oh, not too bad.
Right on.
Hey, lady love.
Hey, lady love. How are you doing today?
At Coots border, southern Alberta, uh, which is also Sweetgrass, Montana border, the cops supposedly were gonna start pulling everybody out, so more people started showing up there. And they were gonna do it last night, and all of a sudden they changed their mind. And they were gonna start trying to free up the border because it's blocked right off.
Uh, in Vancouver?
No, southern Alberta.
Not. Oh, Alberta.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard they opened up one lane, but
Well, all they had to do was ask the people to allow the people, and I think they opened up one lane, but what's the point of having a fucking protest if you're gonna kiss ass every time the other side wants you to do so?
yeah. Hey, fisherman. How you doing today? Good to hear. Good to hear. It's a warmer day here today. We got rain. Everything is really icy out there, though. Oh, so what's Byron been up to this morning?
I went out and plugged my truck in. Just in case, because it is 21, I think, here now, but usually anything below 20, I like to have my truck plugged in.
Yeah.
But I run fully synthetic zero weight oil in the wintertime. Well, I run zero. It's 0.30, and I run it all year round.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Fucking cost me just for the oil. It's $80 to put it in there. But
Is that a real thin oil, is it?
yes, in the wintertime, it doesn't start thickening up until 0 Fahrenheit. 10:30 starts thickening up at 10 degrees Fahrenheit. 5:30 at 5. If you go out in the wintertime when it's really, really cold, and you take out, well, not real cold, because if it's real cold, the fucking oil won't even run out of the junks. But you can see how the weights make a difference.
Man, my internet is glitchy today.
Mine is good. Went out and plugged the truck in, and when I plugged it into the wall outside of the trailer, the fucking light did for a split second. So I know it was plugged in and working. But it sucks out much power.
Yeah.
And it is pretty nice out there, but there's no wind, so it feels fairly warm.
Right on.
So what are you up to today?
Just chilling this morning. Day will get busier once get the kids home. Just watching some videos there on YouTube there. Saying, or the news was saying that Canada is losing millions of dollars on revenue because of the borders being jammed up.
Well, that's too fucking bad. That's the Canadian rich that is losing fucking money by the borders being jammed up. It ain't the Canadian poor.
Well, it's supplies. It's, bananas, goods, all that kind of stuff. Ain't making it in.
Well, at one time, all we would get in
Or
was
ain't making it out, whatever it is.
At one time, all we got here was bananas, apples, and oranges. No other fruit, really. Sometimes at one time of the year, you might get a little bit, peaches or something. Always got Japanese oranges at Christmas, or mandarin, whatever they're called. But we never had all this choice. And that's all it is. It's just a choice. You don't need it to survive.
Yeah, well, either way, they're losing money, so you think they'd you think they would start making some deals with the friggin' protesters, stop
You,
being
you,
such, but I don't know.
they're tyrants. They think they fucking own Canada and they own us.
Yeah,
And they're just tyrants until we're allowed to put whoever we want in government instead of whoever they tell us to vote for.
yeah,
Like I heard yesterday, why do we need a government anymore? We just need a few people to figure out what all the cocksucking voting is. Because, okay, I wouldn't be able to vote because I don't have a cell phone, but if if there's anything in the country, you could vote right now on it, on your phone.
yeah.
So why can't we run the country that way? There is no real fucking leaders. We just need some people to, of course, don't know if they're going to be honest or not, but read and tell us what the fucking votes are for.
Yeah.
If I was running this country, I'd do as much as I can for the people. Say, fuck the rich.
Yeah.
Because it's the poor people buying the rich people's stuff all the time. Well, fuck that.
I posted this stupid little video of the snow removal, like a short, 40 seconds long or something like that.
Yeah.
It fucking got 700 views last night. Fuck, YouTube's weird.
Having something short keeps everybody's attention for the whole fucking thing.
Yeah, you get no real watch time from it though.
No, you're not. But you might get more people interested in your channel that way.
Yeah. I don't know. I like just posting little like videos that I can show my kids kind of thing because they know I do YouTube all the time. So I always try to post something that they can look at.
Yeah.
I was kind of surprised that the schools were open today. I figured they were going to close because of the freezing rain that we got. How is your day going, Shaz?
Hey, Shaz.
Just another chilling day for me. She's asking you how everything's going, Myron.
Oh, not too bad. Could be worse. Can't complain.
It did stop snowing here, turned to freezing rain. So everything's real icy here. Seen that army picture that you posted, that was cool. What are you making, a tea, Myron?
Yeah. Nah, we're getting snow here today, Shaz. Not much, though.
Well, they were going with the trucks there. Was it last night? The night before. Last night and the night before, I guess. They were clearing a lot of the snow away.
Farmers that drove their tractors down to support the truckers at the Coots Crossing,
Yeah.
they were planning on sleeping in their tractors last night. Even one old guy as old as me.
She
Of course, I don't
probably,
consider myself old.
probably a chilly night, too.
Well, it's a lot farther south than here, but yeah, it was, for them it was probably a chilly night. But you could, they're diesel motors. You run diesel motors 24 hours a day.
Oh, yeah, you can run them. But
If you don't have a place to plug them in, you just leave them on high idle. You could leave them for days on high idle. It won't hurt them. Better than shutting them off and then having to freaking boost them on to start them up. if you are a truck driver and you go into the bush for the winter, if you can't plug your truck in, you do not shut it off. The only time you shut it off is for oil changes. And then you heat your truck up, heat the motor up, warm it up before you oil change, so it's okay.
Yeah, we got a diesel reefer there, fucking, and it would lose its prime. And it has this little, I don't know, it's a little bit bigger than a marker. I'm trying to think, maybe like, I don't know what it's the size of. It's not very big, but it pops out, and then you got to kind of pump it to prime the diesel up through it, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of a shit ass design for it, but
Oh, it's just a diesel primer that come into effect back before they had electric pumps. It's just an older technology. And as much as all the younger people like to say, this new technology just sucks. If the common guy can't fix it, it's not good.
see Melvin around anywhere? Fucking guy dropped off planet Earth.
I dropped him off. I know the one that's last video and haven't heard nothing back.
What's up, Slow? Yeah, fucking.
Hey, slow burning.
I saw this. Where'd it go? Man, there's a lot of fucking great signs about Trudeau out there. Look at this one. I found this one. I'm glad it's warm here today, though. Fuck. I didn't have to wear a sweater to go to the store, so that was pretty good. I got my internet, so I don't know. I'm definitely gonna call in today, see if I can get a tech guy to fucking come over here and get my internet working good.
Yeah.
I think it's fucking old wiring.
Well, we have that new high-speed wire here, and they still have to go out and fix things every once in a while.
Yeah.
Oh, was it a month or two ago, and mine was fucking up because of the cold weather. And it was some park 2 or 3 blocks away. It was fucking.
Yeah. Well, I don't I seen how I haven't seen David or slash Happy Pappy in chat in a while. RJ, she comes when the chat's calm.
Yeah. Yeah, when she isn't busy at work.
Just trying to see what the temperature's reading here outside. I'm seeing 4 +4 here.
We're supposed to get about 10 centimeters overnight and then another 5 to 10 tomorrow.
Oh yeah. I haven't checked, but I figured we were gonna get a bunch more when I seen them clearing the snow away, but
10 centimeters ain't very long, ain't very deep.
no.
4 inches.
Yeah. I get getting a lot of static through my headphones.
Huh. My speakers are drumming today.
I don't
Not
know if
very
it's
loud.
coming from your end or I think it might be coming from my end. I don't know.
No, you can't hear mine. I don't. Well, maybe you can too.
No, I think what I'm hearing is coming from my end.
It's easy enough to figure out. I'll go like this.
Mike Grease, how you doing?
How's it going, my crease?
What did you just mute there, Myron?
Yeah.
Yeah, when you muted, I lost the static noise, so it is coming from your end. No big deal. It's not real bad or nothing.
No, it's been worse. I don't know what causes it. There's some days it's hardly any noise at all, and other days it's really loud.
Yeah. I'll drop it on the floor a couple times, might fix it.
It's coming out of both speakers, and I don't want to do that. I think there's still a good set of speakers.
Yeah.
Oh, I think you might be blown a bit on the real wide open.
Yeah.
But I don't hardly turn them up like that anymore.
Fuck. Mike sees Mike Reese over here. Fucking, he'll lose his wrench.
Uh, uh,
You see,
I
get rid of
just
this background.
don't think so. Mike Reese is the only one that can go anywhere he wants, do anything he does, and Dirty will be happy with him. And I really still don't have any problems with Mike, Dirty Mike. He was the one that ran away from me. I didn't run away from him.
Oh yeah, yeah, I know. You didn't do nothing to him. I know.
So, Bart, are you still here?
It's probably at
Pulled an,
Epics Live.
yeah, he pulled an epic, come in, said hello, and fucked off. I was listening to him before I came here.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's not really a place I want to go.
Oh, how come?
Too much talking other people. You know, you do talk about other people have been on here, but we've also talked about other stuff. But this morning on there, it was just living after one person after another.
No.
People just yakking about them, but it just doesn't interest me.
Yeah.
And they were making plans to go bully somebody, is what I look at it as.
Oh. I don't know. I never caught any of their stream today.
Well, I woke up at 6 and was up out of bed shortly after, probably a quarter after. I waited for the furnace to kick in, but it took its time.
Yeah. Okay.
My neighbor starts his vehicle up at 6 o'clock this morning.
Is that your alarm? That your alarm clock?
No. Yeah, slept in till fucking quarter to 8, I think it was. And he was gone to work. Him and his old lady were both her vehicle you can't hear, but his is a fucking 4-wheel drive truck, and it makes a bit of noise.
Okay.
sleep with it. I could go out and lay down in the front seat of his truck while it was running, and that would rock me to sleep easily. If I could find a comfortable spot without fucking seat belts jabbing me in the fucking back.
Yeah.
One of the worst inventions ever for somebody who wants to stay in their truck overnight. Fuck. My motorhome. My bed is only one deep, one wide. But it's the only thing I got for a motorhome, so I'd like to be able to use it as such.
Yeah.
Besides that, I don't use a seatbelt just on general principles. Don't like being told what to do. Didn't like it when they brought the law out. Didn't like it when they brought out the mandatory helmet law for bikes, too.
No, I got no problem with wearing my seatbelt because you roll over, it's gonna keep you from flying out.
How many times have you ever rolled over?
None yet.
Yeah, I've never been in a roll job either.
But I have been in the ditch a few times.
Oh, fuck yeah. Like I said, I hurt my ribs by fucking hitting the ditch at 70 miles an hour or so and running right into a bunch of trees and dirt, just stopped me fucking dead. Well, stopped my truck dead. I went around for a little bit of a extra little foot. But even after that, I still don't want to wear a seatbelt.
Yeah.
I don't see where it's anybody's business what I'm doing inside my car as long as I'm not hurting any running over anybody around me. My driving isn't affected by the seatbelt. If I want to live dangerously, it should be up to me. And I don't even consider not wearing a seatbelt dangerous.
Yeah.
And I've hit the ditch at every 10 miles an hour, from 10 miles an hour to 90 miles an hour was the fastest I ever hit the ditch. I just don't like being told, you got to do this, you got to do that. Well, how come many things I don't like other people doing, they don't have to stop doing that? Nah. When they brought the helmet laws in, and I still had my motorbike and I was riding it. When I got out on the highway, I'd take my fucking helmet off and lay it between my knees and drive like that and go like that until I got close to another town, and then I'd put it back on.
Yeah.
Except for one time when I fucking near froze to death. I took off on March 17th, and it was just a touch too cold to be riding, but hey, it was spring, the sun was out. The day before, I'd been wheeling gravel, pouring concrete, and fuck me, it was cold. A shirt, a jean jacket, a quilted vest over top of it, leather gloves, hat, cowboy boots, jeans. I rode with my fucking cowboy boots on the motor to try and get a little warmth out of it. but I made a 3 hour trip in, I don't know if it was 2 or 2.5 hours. Because the motorbike was humming. I figured I'm gonna be cold, I might as well be cold at 160 clicks instead of 100 clicks.
I know when I'm ripping on my four-wheeler, man, and it's cold. If I don't got my helmet on there, you fucking instantly freeze up. Faster I go.
Well, I owned a snowmobile one when I was younger, and I never wore a helmet on it either. Too much weight. You're fucking doing a donut or something. That weight is trying to pull you off.
Yeah.
Well, I noticed a lot of bull riders are wearing flak jackets and helmets now. And as long as it's not mandated, because all these shit are is, well, it was mandated and then it was made into a law, really. Or maybe, fuck, it wasn't mandated, they just made it into law. And I don't know if the riders are doing it because they want to, and it's good for them, or because they're told to. If they're doing it because they're told to, fuck that. It's my attitude.
Yeah.
I don't like being told what to do.
Well, fucking, I don't know how many jobs I've been to where I fucking been told what to do.
Oh yeah, like I've had all kinds of jobs like that, but I've quit a lot of jobs too. I've been fired maybe from one. Every other one, I fucking just said, "Fuck you! I ain't working here no more." I had a better job. Was looking for a job when I found this one.
Yeah.
But no, even when I was married, I had the flu and was puking into the garbage can while talking to my boss, and he wanted me to go out to work, drive, probably 300 clicks, maybe a little more, 350 maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe 400. But anyways, and I was just fucking sick and puking, and it was Christmas Eve. Well, I want you to go out there, but I don't want to go. I'm sick. So he kept yakking at me. I said, "Fuck you. I'll quit. I'll get your fucking truck home, or you can come and pick it up. It don't matter."
Yeah. How's the weather there, Shaz?
Overcast and gray. I bet you.
Pretty much what it is here.
Here too. But she lives in the UK, and I'm sure, well, London, the fog there is famous.
Hopefully my internet don't get messed up. I'll show you what the kid's been bringing home here lately from school. Maybe. Let's see here. This is their little COVID-19 test kit in a box.
Oh.
And they got not much to it there, but
What? Stick it up their nose and it tells you within 10 seconds, just like a pregnancy test if you've got it?
yeah, pretty much.
No,
I haven't opened this one, but the last one it had a little plastic tube with liquid in it, and you put your swab in that liquid, and then you dump that liquid into this little, just like you said, pee test kit. This stuff's all in bags. But yeah, it's great big long Q-tips. Let's see, this one's a little different. So let's see here. Should test one out on the old cage cat. Yeah, this one's for the nose. Okay. So yeah, read your test results in 15 to 30 minutes. Let me see here.
pregnancy test is faster.
Right. But it's the same kind of idea. They got your your two lines. One line for nothing, and then two lines.
Yeah.
Two lines will appear. I don't know how good you can see that, but
Yeah. That's a little tougher to read there, but it don't matter. Could see the two of the lines the way it works.
yeah. Let's see the back.
But I don't think it really matters. It's all over. Well, the government is fucking tyrants, and they're just fucking pushing this shit on us. Oh, YouTube or anybody that watches, my opinions are not necessarily the opinions of Josh. He is the owner of this channel, and my opinions are my own opinions, not his.
Yeah, so I've just been chilling this morning.
Me too. It was 17 in here when I woke up this morning. 17.6, I think it was. It's all the way up to 19.5 now.
Oh yeah, right on. Warmed up a little bit.
Yeah, this is the thermometer I got right sitting beside me. It's warmed that much up in here. But today is the last, or maybe it's tomorrow's the last day of the cold weather, and then it's going to start warming up again. Which sucks. We can stay here. This temperature, maybe 5 degrees warmer until spring.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, minus 15 is a nice fucking temperature.
I'm happy with anything above 0.
I'm happy with temperatures that get down below 0 because it kills a lot of fucking bugs and trees and stuff. It kill the trees. And a cold winter is hard on animals, but as long as they got feed, they can get through it. Feed and some warm water.
Just strolling through YouTube here on my other device.
Chaz gets test kit every week or two. Holy fuck, the kid's got to do 2 tests a week. I thought you guys were all done with that shit, Chaz. I thought you were done with that a couple of days ago, or yesterday.
See, I don't mind it. Like I think like, sending the test kit home's fine. Fucking better than, forcing you to go stand in lines at the friggin' clinic and be tested or whatnot.
I haven't been
But
tested.
I don't know.
I haven't been tested
I haven't
yet.
been tested either.
And I've been to the hospital.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I haven't been. Well, I don't think they necessarily test you at the hospital unless you're,
Uh,
you're sick with symptoms or something like that from it. But
I know this is hearsay, but my doctor told me, what was it, last fall sometime, uh, that he thought this would be over in about 2 months, that we were past everything. But yet, that's sure not what you hear out of the politicians. And I
well,
know
on the news here, it said one person died the other day from it. But I don't know. They could have been 200 years old. I have no idea. I didn't check in on it.
yeah, one person died, but one person is not really a pandemic.
Right?
It seems to really have slowed down. And the fucking, every time it makes a different copy of itself, it's getting weaker and weaker. But
Yeah, I don't know.
that's not what we're hearing from the politicians. And this is all hearsay there, YouTube. Don't shut us down. We're just discussing it. There's no facts being thrown around.
All I know is when it first come out in the news, the way the news was, and I tell you, I was fucking scared to death. But the way the news was, they had it making it. People were dropping off the planet Earth. They're like by the thousands, by the minute.
Yeah, but when it first come out,
Nobody knew nothing.
no, and then they started in with the lies right away. I could be a conspiracy theory on this, but I think, well, this was made by United Statesians over in that Wuhan lab, and if China's to blame, then the United States are 50% to blame because that was their lab. United States, they were working over there because it was too restrictive in the States. There's too many laws, cost too much to get things done. So they moved to China, and then all of a sudden it got released. Well, that's 50% each country's fault. And the, the conspiracy think maybe it was deliberately let go.
Well, the one issue I'm having is my kid, my youngest boy. He doesn't do good wearing a mask. It affects his breathing real bad, and I don't know. He pretty near passes out every time he wears a mask. Like,
Yeah, even if he gets a job, they're still going to make him wear the mask, which is
yeah,
just ludicrous.
my oldest boy, he has no problem wearing the mask, but my youngest boy, he, like I said, he starts seeing stars and near passes out. I told him at school, I don't care what the teachers say. If you can't breathe, you take that friggin' mask off. If they want to put you in the office, go to the office. If they want to write your name on the board, let them. I said, doesn't matter. When you get home, you ain't in trouble. I said, you got to be able to breathe.
Yeah, yeah.
I said, if they tell you to put your mask on when you can't breathe, ignore them. we were in Walmart there, and he grabbed a hold of my arm. And he said, "Dad, I feel like I'm gonna fall down. I was take that friggin' mask off." And there wasn't many people inside the store, and we were going along, and some guy pushing a cart looks over at him and says, "You need to put your mask on." I looked at him. I said, "You need to mind your friggin' business."
Yeah. Yeah, see, that's one of my problems. Everybody wants to tell everybody else what to do.
Yeah. Well,
If everybody
basically,
go ahead, basically.
I was just gonna say, basically, I'm fucking, my kid's doctor. Like, fuck, I'm giving him a medical exemption. He does, if he fucking can't breathe, he don't gotta wear one.
Yeah. Yes, I can see that where how that would, Chaz.
See, I was worried about catching it myself with my bad lungs because, like I said, I got bad lungs from I smoke a lot too. That don't help nothing. But
Yeah.
I've had I suffered from chest pains for 15 years or more now, and both of my lungs have collapsed. So I was like, damn. But I still felt healthy enough, good enough to fight it. But everybody's different, I guess. So you just never know.
Yeah. Well, I've seen people that have had it, and some of it's lasted for 2 days, supposedly. Others it's lasted for, well, the no smelling part of it for months, 6 months, I think, even. People have lost their smell for. Of course, I don't have much of a sniffer anymore either, so
Yeah, at one point there, we were just like, if I was better educated, I tell you, my kids wouldn't even be going to school. I'd homeschool them. Because schools are a breeding ground for the flu and for friggin' everything.
yeah, but Josh, the only way to get immunity to a lot of those is you have to go through all of it. If you block yourself off, your body doesn't build up any resistance to anything. You're
Well, yeah, I see what you're saying there, yeah. But just drinking town water will do that for you.
oh no, it won't do that. Uh, I filter my town water.
Yeah.
It's either filtered or I boil it. Because when you boil it, everything settles to the bottom. All the minerals and stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
I fucking I now have 3 water filters in the house, 3 different jugs. One for drinking my drinking water, and 2 for when I filter my water for my plants.
Oh, well, I'm thinking about it. I was at Tim Hortons There is this fucking piece of crap going around, and he's siphoning oil right out of friggin' people's houses, man.
Holy shit.
And so there's been a few houses already hit, and
That's, yeah, I could see that.
you know, fucking, it's oil is not cheap here. Okay, you call the truck to come fill your tank up, and you're looking at $700.
Yeah.
And now we got people going around fucking siphoning it out of your tank while you're asleep. So apparently what they're doing is they got a sled and a few gas jugs on it, and they've been pulling it into people's yards. That way there's no noise. And then they just yank it back to their truck. But man, what a dirty thing to do.
Yeah. Yeah, in this town it's all natural gas or electric heating. There's no diesel heating up here anymore. Not much. Especially not in the town.
Well, like if you don't have much money in your oil tank, it's low, you can put diesel in it. But
well, that's all the oil tank is. That's all it's ever been. The difference between house diesel that you burn in your tank, or put in your tank, burn in your fuel, or what you put in a truck, the only difference between the two usually is the color.
yeah, a little bit more difference though. Like there is the color. Like you can take that oil out and put it in your truck. It will burn. You're right. But
Yeah.
like diesel burns at a hotter temperature. I think diesel burns at a hotter temperature, and your filters it's dirtier. From what I know, I'm no expert, but like, I know your filters and stuff.
Years ago, a frickin' guy that used to deliver our house fuel, he told us that was the only difference. When
Yeah, well,
when they bring the fuel into town, it's clear. And then after they put it in the tank, they throw some coloring in it to make it for purple for farm use, or they leave it clear for heating fuel. Now, I'm not saying it's still that way, but that's the way it used to be. And that way, your fuel, if it's the winter time, your house fuel and your vehicle diesel both have anti-freezing properties in them. And then in the summertime, they take it out. But I'm not sure. It's the way they used to do it.
Right, that's what I heard. Well, I pretty much heard the same kind of story. Besides, what I heard was they added that color to it because fucking people were burning it in their vehicles. So now if you go to put that in your vehicle, you'll be puffing out whatever color smoke, you know.
Yeah. But yeah. No, it doesn't put out a different colored smoke or anything. As far as I know, but nowadays with computers, maybe they got some setup.
I don't know, but I've been worried about a few different spots there that, you know, like I said, dirty thing to do, man. Fucking siphon oil out of someone's house, like.
Yes, but would it cost you $700 to $1,000 to fill up a truck?
Well, go rip off a gas station. Don't fucking siphon it out of someone's house.
Right. And I would say the best thing for those guys would be to set traps for them. But if you set traps for them, you're in the wrong. They're not in the wrong for stealing your fuel, believe it or not. If you try and stop them, you'll be in the wrong for trying to stop them.
Right. Well, a lot of people have cameras and stuff going, but
Yeah,
nobody fucking points their camera at their oil tank. It's more at their garage or their vehicles or something like that. So,
yeah, yeah.
but I don't
No,
know. I'm sure they'll get eventually caught because
yeah, yeah. When I was young, uh, we had summer heating fuel in our tank when it froze because somebody forgot to put the antifreezing shit in it. But when it's cold, you fire up the frickin' propane stove because I was still working. Heat the water up, and then you run out and pour it on a fucking diesel fuel line to get it warmed up a little bit, so as it would flow and we could get some heat in the house. See,
we,
you guys in the south don't have that problem that your diesel fuel gels in the wintertime.
yeah, I figured it'd have to be like really damn cold for that to happen.
No, not that cold. This 20 below, it would be if it was summertime fuel. It would start gelling. Admittedly, not very badly, but as soon as it got below freezing, low below freezing. Did you see what Chaz put there? A 20-year-old had it, and their lips were blue, and the hospital was looking for blood clots. And an elderly neighbor had it, and he had a bit of a headache, and that was it. No two people act the same with.
Yeah, no, I agree with that, right? You know, you just don't know. Because I know a few people that, died from it, and people go, well, you know, they had health issues anyways. Well, yeah, they had health issues, but it didn't involve a fucking ventilator jammed down their throat.
Uh, well, I figured out last year sometime that if you think you have it, start taking, maybe aspirin a day to thin your blood
Uh,
out a little bit.
How about an apple a day?
No,
Apple a day keeps the doctor away.
no, won't help. Maybe aspirin. Because I seen a thing where they did 70 or 80 autopsies last year on people that were getting it. I can't remember where they did it, but all their blood had thickened up in their organs. So if you take blood thinners, it'd be less likely to happen.
Huh.
And seeing as I'm already taking them, it really shouldn't matter to me. But then again, that's no medical advice. That's just what for me, what I've seen.
Yeah.
I picked that up last year.
Huh.
And
Well, I don't think you're supposed to be taking aspirin if you're on blood thinners.
that's true. Why, are you on blood thinners?
No, but my wife's mother was on
Okay, yeah,
blood thinners.
so she wouldn't have to. Because her blood's already thin. It's for the people that aren't taking blood thinners. And
Okay.
for the time that they have the flu, they should be taking a baby aspirin a day. Of course, like the elderly neighbor had it for 2 days, fuck it. But then her poor daughter was blue, so that's, you know, it's just such a horrible thing. It's not quite the big killer that they said it was, but the people it does kill, they die in a bad way. I wouldn't like to go that way.
Yeah. But again, all these restrictions are doing nothing to help it, I don't think, in my opinion.
No. If we'd have let it run its course right away, it would have been done through the population already. But because all the governments, uh, and this is my opinion again, they didn't get the infrastructure of hospitals and ventilators that match the population because we're undersupplied with those. They were scared it was going to shut down the whole medical. So that's why they started supposedly telling everybody that they had to separate and stay away from everybody. Which is, I don't know. You can't let fear run your life.
Yeah.
It's harder when you have kids. I know that. But you can't believe what big business and the government tells you because big business, they don't give a shit about you. All they want is the money that you got. And the government pretty much thinks the same way. They don't give a fuck about any of its citizens, except for the ones that are in cabinet.
Yeah. Man, I only had my one coffee today. I'm I don't got enough energy.
I think I've had 2 cups of tea, maybe 3. I usually get 4 cups out of a tea bag.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, I don't make it very strong. Hey, I drink at least 8 cups a day.
So you only use 2 tea bags then?
Yeah, yeah.
Damn. So you can make a fucking box of tea bags last you quite a long time then.
You would think so, but I'm buying 2 tea bags a day. 50 days is 100 tea bags. That's just about a box right there. Or no, there's about 200, I think, in a box. 218 or something.
Oh, okay. I don't
So,
know. I don't drink tea.
so I might get 3 months in out of a box.
I got these, I buy a box of those K cups
Yeah.
from Costco, and we drink instant coffee, and we got a percolator as well. But we haven't used the perk coffee. We were using that there a couple times a day, but
Well, I like the smell of coffee, but last time I drank and I puked on it, well, I guess there's no use drinking it anymore.
I know a friend of mine, he doesn't drink coffee or tea. He never has. I don't know how he does it.
Well, if you never have it, you don't know what you're missing.
This machine's nice because you can boil you can do your tea water in it too, right? If you want.
Yeah.
So it's perfect just for the 1 cup,
Yeah. Well, I've been looking and I think I'm going to get rid of a bunch of my electric appliances. I'll keep the toaster, but I think I'm just going to get a metal cup or a metal pot.
We did that for a long time. Just boiled our water on the stove.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm going to go back to. Why have fucking plug in after plug in after plug in when you can just buy a couple of pieces of, a fucking kettle and water on the stove? You already got the stove sitting there doing nothing. Why spend all that money on it? The only thing I'm going to keep is my toaster. I have hated the fucking toasters for the last 15 years or so, and all of a sudden I got one that's pretty good. For half the price of anything I would have paid for here in town.
Oh yeah.
$25 and some cents for a Black & Decker toaster. And it's pretty good. I'm impressed.
Yeah. I don't know what mine's I got a touch screen toaster.
Holy fuck.
Yeah.
But
I got it for at Walmart. It was in a shelf full of shit that was on sale, and I don't know what I paid for it. $7 or something. It wasn't very much money, but I've had it for, I don't know. It's been a really actually good toaster.
fuck, I hear that.
Hear that engine a purring. Holy lifting. That was it sucking the water up in it.
Yeah.
So I started drinking coffee when I was working on a farm when I was young, and it was freezing cold, and all the cows' dishes were all froze up, so we had to carry water from a well, pump the water into these big 5-gallon buckets or whatever, carry the water to the barn, and that's where I started drinking coffee because it was freezing, and that's what they had there was coffee.
Where I grew up, you always had a choice: coffee or tea working on the farm.
I have one brother that drinks tea and the rest drink coffee. I think he drinks coffee as well, but he'll drink tea as well too, but I don't like tea. Never have.
Well,
Some people swear by it though.
it's just something to drink. It's just a different taste in water, just like coffee. All it is something to drink with a different taste.
Yeah. I suppose back in the day, tea was a lot easier to come by too.
Well, I don't find it hard to get tea.
No, that's what I'm saying. Back in the day, I think tea was more easier to get than coffee, wasn't it?
No, I don't think so.
No,
Maybe
coffee wasn't more.
depends how back in my day it wasn't.
Okay.
It's always been the same price for a cup of tea or a cup of coffee when you went into a restaurant. Only you could get, well, they give you unfillable coffee. Some places give you uh, unemptyable cups, I guess you can call it. Drink as much coffee as you want after you pay for one cup. But tea, you get one bag and 2 cups of hot water.
Yeah.
If you're in a restaurant. I don't know. I was sitting there with 3 of my cousins and another guy on the campfire, and we had a pot, but we did, and we had snow, but we didn't have anything else.
Okay.
So one of my cousins, I think it was, grabbed a fucking willow and started peeling off some bark off it. That was some bitter fucking tea, I'll tell you. And then my oldest cousin threw about 10, 22 shells into the fucking fire. I never told anybody. And they just started fucking popping off.
My coffee cream went bad. Shit.
What kind of cream do you use?
Oh, it was just actually milk, but
Oh,
we buy it was in the back of the fridge and there was a little bit left in it, so I figured I'd finish it off there, and it was bad. Oh well. 1:40 here already. Time goes by fast when you're having fun.
Yeah. What? Hey, what? Had me scared yesterday. This guy, he slept all day. Wouldn't eat. Uh, called him for a hug. Wouldn't come to me. And usually all I gotta do is say it once and lean back and he's on top of me.
Huh.
But around supper time, he perked right up.
My dog had died there, I don't know, close to a year ago now. I had a heart attack, I think a stroke or a heart attack or something. And then I don't know, it kind of came out of it, and then I don't know, it had another stroke or something. Fucking, that was it.
Yeah.
It was it was a miniature Doberman slash lab. So it was tiny, like a Doberman, miniature Doberman, because its mom was a Doberman,
Yeah.
and but its father was a lab, so it looked like a lab, but it wasn't big like a lab. But he didn't. He ate healthy dog food and stuff, but he also fucking the kids fed him everything too.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what happened to my last dog. I overfed him and he got diabetes and his health went to shit.
Our miniature Doberman we had years back, that friggin' dog was trained to a T. Um, I loved it. It was most. Uh, it would come. People come around and its fur would stick up on its back, like you knew it was fucking gonna bite you. Like
Yeah.
its fur would just right like a mohawk. It never bit anybody unless my wife would just have to make a certain noise, man, and it would get right into the guard position there, and it was some protective over the kids, man. Tell you that. I
Uh,
grew up with animals all my life, so I like labs and I like dogs and stuff, I guess.
yeah, well, I grew up on a farm, so I like all animals.
I don't care for ferrets too much. My brother had one of those fucking things, and I just don't like the feel of them. Pick, you pick them up, they feel like they got no bones, kind of thing.
Yeah, but they're smart little puppets too. You can train them to do quite a bit.
Oh yeah, they're an interesting animal, like for sure. Like they'll crap all in the same spot in their cage and in the corner. Like they're cleaner animal.
when you get right down to it, pigs are a pretty clean animal too.
Oh, fuck, my nasty experiences was at a fucking pig farm, man. I still can't get some of the images out of my head after being at a pig farm. The big sows there, they would lay on they got no room to move, and they'd lay down and they would just flatten their babies right out, just like pancakes, fucking guts everywhere, and all the
Yeah,
stuff you'd see. They weigh like 1,800 pounds, 2,000 pounds. So when they
yeah,
lay down, they're squishing whatever they lay on.
yeah.
Another thing, if they're bleeding, fuck, they'll eat another pig alive, like if their pig's bleeding or something.
Yeah. Well, there was a guy down in Vancouver, around Vancouver, who was killing hookers and chopping their bodies up and feeding them to his pigs.
Yeah, where was that? That was off of Ontario or something, wasn't it? Or was that Vancouver?
That was around Vancouver, someplace in there.
Yeah, I remember that. They found fucking hundreds of shoes. So I seen on the news here today that they still haven't passed the law to stop people from buying police stuff. Um, like they have the law, that you can't uh, impersonate a police officer, but they're still trying to pass the law, I guess, of buying things, so the average person can't buy it.
No more costumes.
Right. Well, that guy fucking killed 22 people here in Nova Scotia. Um, yeah, I don't know if you know too much about that, but he made a complete police car, RCMP car, and it
Yeah.
it uh, it ma- it matched the RCMP cars to a T. He got all that stuff offline, the stickers and how to place them on the cars and stuff, and he also had the police uniform and
Yeah, well, you think they're going to take the village guys' uniforms away, although they're might be dying by now because they're getting up there. And every male stripper, what the hell are they going to do taking off fucking cops' uniforms away from them? I think the women should revolt over that one.
Well, the guy's girlfriend had escaped from him, and that's the only reason they found out he was driving an RCMP car in the first place. So he might have done a lot more damage if she didn't get away,
Yeah.
because they had no idea that he was cruising around in a fucking RCMP car.
But you can walk one up pretty freaking easily, even if you could not buy the exact right light. You can fake a fucking police car.
Well, you could do an undercover pretty easy,
Yeah.
but this was identical to a fucking actual RCMP car. The only thing that was different about it, it had a sticker on it. Let's just say 725, and if you run that code, it would come back to nothing because it was just a made up code. Like every RCMP car has a little sticker on it.
Yeah.
But yeah, he killed 22 people before they got him.
What? What? You guys need to go outside? Effie, you need to go outside? Or do you just want to? Yeah. I heard of a guy that had a guard dog one time. Trained this dog to let anybody in that wanted to come in. Just wouldn't let anybody leave unless it was okay. So if somebody broke into his house, the dog would let him in right inside, and then it would fucking go after him and just keep him in one spot until the owner come home.
Well, I know this other guy, he had his German Shepherd, Rottweiler, chained to his porch, and it could pretty much just about reach the door. So you kind of would scoot through, but he'd be growling and barking and reefing on that chain, man. He was some violent dog. And I remember going there to smoke one or whatever, and got about halfway down his driveway because it was wintertime and couldn't make it down his driveway. So we started walking down, and I seen that chain snap. I tell you, I never ran so fast in all my life. I just knew I had to make it back first. If I could stay ahead of the other people, I'd be all right. Another thing I heard there a while back was fucking this guy had a generator going. When he woke up, he had no power in his camp, but he could hear the generator going. But it sounded like it was acting up. Anyways, he went out and they fucking took his generator and they left an old lawnmower in its spot.
Fuck me.
Things people will think of, man, or do.
I would start leaving fucking traps around my place. I'll have to dismantle them during the day because you don't want kids to get in it, but at nighttime,
Well, in some places, it seems the more you lock something up, the more fucking people want it. I don't know. It's funny about that. But if you're just dealing with the average idiot, then a padlock or something like that can make a world of difference.
that's true.
But if you're dealing with someone that wants it, then you're pretty much fucked if you don't get surveillance. Or like you said, some sort of trap.
Holy fuck, they got Trudeau hiding from the truckers. It's on Simpsons.
Well, even the people that did support him are pretty fucking disappointed that he would go into hiding. You know, when everything's going on like that.
What? Why are you being such a pretty boy? Huh? Do you need to go outside? Does Effie need to go outside? Oh, looks like you do. Effie?
Oh, I'm gonna see if the wife's gonna make some homemade pizza tonight. Be good. Well, it's been a pretty good, nice, relaxing stream today.
Yeah.
I didn't even get spammed by the Russians. Fuck them. I usually get those within the first half an hour.
Oh, maybe they get tired after a while.
Oh fuck! I think it's all
Computer
all-
generated.
Yeah, but maybe YouTube finally starting to shut them down.
Yeah.
Like 6, if they're for a while, didn't matter what chat I went into, you'd see them. Actually seen them last night in someone's chat. So
Well,
maybe you gotta have a certain number of viewers before it pops in something.
Yeah, it could be. Although I don't get much anymore because I've blocked the name, blocked the word, and then I report them for spamming.
Right.
Why are you barking at me? And why are you acting like that? Are you sure? You need a hug. Oh, my effing is so full of lines. Look, it's already 3 for you.
No, 2.
Right. Yeah, right. Hey, no, that's better. Okay, let me up.
Wow, fucking YouTube ever pushing out that stupid little video that I made. That's hilarious. So I just released it yesterday. I think it was yesterday. Maybe it was the day before, but last time I looked, it had 4 views. And then now it's at 760 views.
Well, like I said, it's short, so everybody's got time to watch it.
Too funny. The one I restricted, it only got 15 views. Or the one YouTube restricted, actually.
Well, I restrict all of mine, and YouTube unrestricts them once in a while.
Well, there's 2 restrictions, I think. I don't know, because I always put them 18 above or whatever. And then, but I think there's still another restriction. Like, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know. Because I age restrict everything, and every once in a while they'll tell me that they're restricting it, or that, yeah, and that usually happens when it's showing with something that's not being restricted. YouTube works pretty wonky.
Yeah. Well, Frig, I guess I think this is as good as time as any to end this stream, and maybe I don't know, I might do another one tomorrow. We'll see.
Yeah. Well, we'll catch
Never
you later.
know. Yeah. Well, thanks for coming again, Myron. Appreciate you.
Thanks for having me on.
All right. If I'm not too busy, I'll definitely be over on yours.
Yeah, well, if you're busy, I understand. You got kids. You can't just do whatever you want when you got kids. You gotta look after the kids.
Yeah. Some days are just busier than others, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, sometimes they're noisier. You never know.
Right. All right. Well, then you have a good day, Myron, and we'll talk to you after. And we'll see everybody else after.